got a super freak. Whoa.
Uh,
Yo,
Yo,
what's good? What you back there doing, man?
having
What
a
you back
seizure.
there doing?
Having a seizure.
I see that. You over here like, come
Uh,
on back, come on back. Super freak, super freaky, y'all.
Look like you in a good mood, Mike. That's what I'm talking about.
hey Shay.
What up, Moody? Listen, I'm sitting here talking to y'all, and my thing over here muted. I was like, why they ain't saying that to me? But I'm muted. I muted myself, of course. Like,
Yeah,
are
Hey,
you serious? What's been going on? How y'all
it's
week been?
been good. Been girl. It's been busy. Been
got a
busy.
butt
How was the
man.
party?
Girl, let me tell you something. Here, let me turn my light on. Let's see.
Sure.
Man, we had a blast. Hold on, man. What light ain't
Hey,
on?
he was cleaner than a whistle too.
I was pretty sharp. We had a blast. Oh my
Did you
God.
post pictures?
No, because we didn't nobody got no pictures, man. We were kind of pushing the envelope on getting everything started. Y'all gotta forgive me because the living room and kitchen are being painted and doing some work in the living room. So I ain't gonna be sitting at the table tonight. So I'm gonna
Just
sit
show
right
me.
there.
Just
So
show me. It's all good. Look, it's informal, honey. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we had a good time, man. So let me tell you something. If I didn't run from one end of the spectrum to the next, I tell you, I got up there. I got up early that morning, had to run to Raleigh to go pick the cake up, back to Chapel, drop the cake off for my daughter, because my son Gerald turned 26 and my daughter Ajane turned 16. So they 10 years apart. So we
You old.
was having her sweet 16. Shut up. We was having
Whoa.
and Earl's wife had for his birthday, she surprised him. We booked range time. So we went to the gun range this weekend.
Oh,
Wait.
why you didn't call me?
It was just the fellas. It was just the fellas.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So
My
you still should have called it. You still should have. You know she a nigga.
You
yeah,
know
yeah.
what?
She be acting that way sometimes.
I know.
You miss me. How you been?
Yes, we did miss you.
Yeah.
How you been, Mike?
I've been making it on the grace of God. Been blessed, and blessings. It's all
I know
good.
that's right.
Yeah, it's been rough, but it's a good one. We made it. We made it through. It's been a rough. So it's all downhill now. They say once you make it through the test, it's gonna be for your testimony. What is that? What you got?
That's my rectifier.
Oh, 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 oh. You know what that means? Vroom,
What the
vroom,
hell?
vroom, vroom,
Oh,
vroom,
girl,
vroom.
they sent me two of them out. They sent me the wrong one and they sent me the right one. So I ended up sending the wrong one back, and the right one showed up the same day. So the right when I swapped out, they sent me a second one. I got two.
That's
But
a blessing.
hey, but she ready though.
Look, you gonna put it on hold for just a minute. Put on hold for just a minute. Cause look,
Okay.
them things go. My husband, his motorcycle, we have to keep putting fuses in it. His fuse keep blowing for some reason. He don't have no lights or nothing hooked up or nothing. His fuse keep blowing. Like
So
every time we get ready to ride, the last two times we had to put a fuse in it.
so look, he's got a short somewhere in the wire. Like the booster's always got a bad ground somewhere. It's grounding out. So that was mine. Kept doing. Kept burning up my rectifier. My stator kept burning up my rectifier, so you might want to check your stator and this rectifier.
I'll tell him check the wires. Like when my brother come down here, because my brother be doing that.
Yeah.
But Mike, I'm glad
Mike.
you back, man.
Yeah.
Dang, I miss you talking junk. That's why I let you have that one. You know what I'm saying? I felt like silly, y'all color purple. I may be black. I may even be ugly, but I'm here.
Yeah, we here. We all here.
I'm
Yes, we
here.
are here. We got the rest of this year. I think we got one more day off. What's that, Christmas or something? Or 4th of July? I don't know.
I don't know.
I just thank God to see everybody, you know, in good health and strength, man. And hey, but check this out. I ain't gonna jump all over the place. But y'all remember we talked about that girl over in Mexico? They said they let them people go.
Yeah, they did.
No way. I didn't hear that because I don't watch the news, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all.
The Mexican government wasn't pressing charges against it, and the United States doesn't have jurisdiction.
Yeah,
Free, so they good.
Well, the thing is, they can file a civil suit against people that's involved, but the parents would have to do that against the people that were involved. So no, they don't, because they don't have any kind of jurisdiction over in Mexico. So Mexico City, or the country, was like, there's nothing we can do about it. It's not.
Dang, that's messed
So
up.
basically, them people getting away with it.
They can still file a civil suit, and the lawyer can after them, but it has to be civil. It can't be. There's nothing that they can do that the federal government can do. They have to go after them with their money, and if they win,
they can't press charge as far as doing time. That's what I'm talking about. Getting locked up in there.
Well, it depends on if whatever.
It's more likely monetary.
Yeah, it's still. But the thing is, still have to prove that something happened that was wrong, and I mean they can, Mike. It's just gonna come out of their pocket if they're gonna have to pursue it. So if they don't have any money,
because I'm gonna tell you, they really can, because I really don't want to talk too much about it, but it was a Christian. Y'all remember Christian Griggs, the black boy that got killed by the white pastor here in Harnett County in Anger?
No, I never heard about that.
Okay, so this is a couple of years ago. Well, couple years ago. I was actually the foreman on that case. And anyway, we found that he was guilty, and he had to end up paying $300,000. That's what the total we gave him. $300,000, but it had to go to the daughter of the dad that was killed, which was his granddaughter.
So I mean, how does that work if you don't have $300,000? What you got to make little payments here and there?
It was civil. How that works, I'm not 1,000% sure, but I'm thinking that it's kind of like restitution. He would have to pay it to the courts.
Yep.
So the court gives you all your money, and he had to pay the court.
No, you go pay to the court.
Yep.
Whatever they say that you can afford, and that money will trickle in until it's paid off.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Or until there's nobody to collect anymore.
Damn.
Yeah. So yeah, he's gonna have to pay for that. So I mean, they like I know what movie you're talking about. He's on point because they can file a civil suit against those people.
Yeah,
and they can be made to pay if they are found guilty.
Yeah.
And if I was them, I would do it. I'm
pretty sure a lawyer will pick it up pro bono, just because they can still be paid. They'll still be paid according to what they collect. Now, like you say, it's a restitution thing, so it's got to come out of their pocket up front, and then go from there. So most of the time when that happens, people just be like, you know what? I'm so struck with grief, and I can't afford to even go further. They don't do anything about it.
Yeah,
and people.
That's true too.
Yeah.
But on the up and up, y'all, on a different topic that's in the news that's been all over the place. What y'all think about Freaknik? That Freaknik documentary that they doing?
Oh Lord, I'm gonna be in trouble.
Oh, you
gonna be in trouble?
Oh, you on
there? You gonna
no,
be
I'm not on that, girl. I'm gonna look back. Back then, cats like us, we won't try to.
Jamari.
They won't try to be on nobody's camera.
Listen, honey.
I
Like
won't
they
try.
been talking about like them girls talking about do your kids is your kids gonna say something like this? That they asking everybody questions. What you on there? You on there? What your kids gonna think about that, honey? That's why you got to be careful.
Like,
Can you join? No, Jamari. No.
Hey,
In the free-
I got a question. Is anybody on? I just got a
Yes.
phone. Is my page linked up too?
Yes.
Okay, I can't see nobody because I can't see Jamari's comments.
That's turn your phone
Okay,
the
I
other way.
see
You
it.
can see it for a second. That's my son.
Okay.
You
Let's
talking about
see.
can he join? No.
Why he can't join?
Because he gonna get on my nerves. That's why.
Oh, it's a you in the show.
Oh, that's more reason for him to join.
No. Mm-mm.
Hey,
It's just gonna be us talking tonight. We ain't seen each other in a minute, so here we are. Hey y'all. No, I'm just playing.
so back to what y'all saying. Somebody called and I was like, what? They didn't get in. What was you talking about just now about the Freaknik? Wasn't that in the 90s?
Yeah.
Wasn't that in the 90s, right?
I was just about to ask you ever been to Freaknik, Mike?
No.
Yes,
I ain't
sir.
never been either, so I know I ain't got nothing to worry about.
You probably still in diapers.
Oh, you hush.
That was in the 90s, wasn't it?
Boy, let me tell you something, boy. We used to go to Freaknik every
Jamar, don't be making them mad faces. I'm finna kick you out. I'm finna block you.
We used to go to Freaknik every year. It was in Atlanta, Georgia, down in near the underground.
In the 90s, though, right?
That was the 90s, sir. And that's when we used to go to Freaknik Bike Week, and then we used to go down to Galveston, Texas, to the Kappa Beach party. Ooh-wee. And then we used to go up north to DC to them old pool parties they used to have. Boy, that was a Freaknik.
No more kids. You ain't gonna have no more kids popping out nowhere. You ain't got no Freaknik. You ain't got no Freaknik, baby, do you?
I hope not. Well, I just had one come out of the woodwork after 17 years.
I don't know. I think I seen some videos of it, man, but I ain't.
Yeah. I used to go down to Freaknik. We used to go down to Freaknik because I went to school. Well, of course, we don't live too far from Atlanta. But when I went to college, we was in Louisiana. I went to Grambling State University, so we used to always take off and go to Atlanta and go down there too. And if you had one of them big old video cameras that sit on your shoulders.
So what you think is better, Freaknik or what they got going on now? What they got now? What they call Apple Chills and all that stuff now? So what you think is better?
Do y'all know where the Apple Chill originally started from? Since you brought up Apple Chill,
you said Chapel Hill, right?
It started here in Chapel Hill as a street festival. But us minorities are so creative, we ended up turning it into a car show. So what Chapel Hill ended up doing was putting restrictions on it, said if it got out of hand that they were going to stop having it all together. So it eventually moved to Roxborough, North Carolina. And Roxborough, being the little town it is, they were a little restricted about some of the stuff that you could do. They had a couple of years, and then it got too big. And I think it's down in at Rockingham Speedway, I think it is.
I don't know.
I think they have one in Fayetteville. I know I went to one in Fayetteville one time.
That's right there. They moved either because I know they were, because I haven't been. I've been to it. I was at a speedway down near Fayetteville.
Didn't they have one in Durham before too?
No,
I know Apple Chill. No,
Bembe Fest in Durham.
They had something big out there at the Don Benson racetrack way years ago, early 2000s.
That would be it. They had car shows down there too, but
okay. So hey, let me ask you. So what's the worst thing, nastiest thing you seen out there at the Apple Chill, man? Back in the 90s with them weird women with them afros.
They getting butt naked down there.
Damn. So you think they worse now or worse then?
No, man. The Miami bike rally, or what is it? Not Miami, but what is it? Is it Miami Beach that everybody goes to the bike rally? Or Daytona Beach? Boy, I seen them doing stuff on the balconies down there. That man. Oh yes, it is. It's like that's why people scared of this video coming out from Freaknik. Cause that same thing they was doing out there.
Hey, see they aunties and mamas out there, boy.
wait to see.
I ain't worried about seeing none of my people on there because my people don't do stuff like that. If I do, I'm gonna laugh so hard.
They say we're
I
going.
will never let them live it down. I'm just
Hey,
playing.
man. So you know, there's a web page on, well, there's a Facebook page, Black Bike Week on Facebook. Boy, look, you ain't. So if you down there on your bike, I done seen pictures of me down there on my bike that I didn't know nobody took. And I won't doing nothing, I won't doing nothing crazy, but it's just pictures you don't think anybody ever caught you up. But they take so many pictures down there, the whole there, that I was like, hold on, when did somebody take that picture? People start seeing pictures like, yo, I see you down at the bike rally. But yeah, so the bike rally, the Freaknik, the Apple Chill, all those are just like big bike and car shows. But back in the 90s, because it used to be so, the age of the internet went around. It used to be out there getting real.
So let me ask, do you think Freaknik, I'm just asking, so don't nobody take this, whatever. I don't know. I'm just asking. So they got these trail rides now and all this. So you think that's a dope version of the Freaknik back in the 90s? They just doing trail rides now?
No, because trail rides are more so. When you say trail rides,
like Southern Soul and all them getting down with the line dance and slide cha-cha and all that. I mean,
Freaknik was just a freak show, sir. It was just basically go out there and get,
freaky and butt naked like Vegas. What's going on in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah. We're staying at the Freaknik. What happened at the Freaknik, stay at the Freaknik until now.
I was getting ready to say until now, because baby is all coming out, honey.
You gotta watch them cameras. I got to see this. I'm kind of interested. I'm gonna be watching like a mud too.
Bye, Jamari.
I don't know nobody, so I wasn't down here to know nobody during that time. So I wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, man.
I don't know. I know I seen a couple of videos where somebody posted. I don't know if it was a joke. They were talking about, can you please take that down? That's my mom.
Oh yeah, you talking about when the cop was spraying somebody's butt?
Yeah.
That's real. That's how it was. Everybody was involved.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. Oh,
that was before my time, then, honey.
It's
before
my time. Yeah, you using diapers.
But the bike rally,
wasn't in no diapers in no 90s.
But the bike rally used to be worse than that, because at least at the Freaknik, it was just provocative outfits. At the bike rally, you were in bathing suits, and I'm talking about the like see-through bathing suits. I mean, just like let's see, I enjoy my live after this, please.
That's my son, y'all. He all up in the business.
Tell him we're gonna join after this. We're gonna join.
He talking about, can I get on your live? No.
Put him on. But the bike rally used to be worse. You know what, man? When the bike rally started getting real restrictive, when they was like dudes was walking around with just like these little Speedos and chicks was walking around, because now you got to be covered up when you down there.
I never even been to the bike rally out there. Myrtle Beach and all. I ain't never go to that.
We need to ride down there this year.
I think I went one year. And I was like,
but it's done become subtle, man, because it ain't like it used to be now. Because you used to be able to cut up. I'm talking about, we used to be out there doing wheelies, burnouts. Like it was, I remember one year I went down in 94, 95. Man, we used to be able to stop in the middle of the road and just do tricks right there. But then people start getting killed. Like somebody lose control of the bike, it go launch it to the crowd. You had people with music. Now you can't even rev your bike up past a certain decimal. Have your music live. You got to go down this track, the strip one time, and you only allowed to go so many times up and down the strip.
So do you think they got Black Bike Week and White Bike Week? Do you think they doing it different?
Oh, it's definitely a big.
I'm talking as far as the patrol and the police. Do you think they picking on the black people? Then
it's 100% different. And anybody that tells you that it's not, they lying. Because I've been to both of them. Because when I had a cruiser, I went down to Harley Week. You know what I'm saying? And then I turned right back around. When I had a cruiser and a street bike at the same time, I took the cruiser and the street bike down there. It's 2 weeks long. I stay down there all the way through the week, the 2 weeks before Bike Week, Black Bike Week. I have my cruiser, and it pours right on the Memorial Day. I pour the street bike off.
Well, I don't know, man. It's like everybody getting shot these days. And what's up with all these kids and teenagers shooting, man? They just
Boy, it's crazy.
violence. I mean, you turn on TV, they got a 14-year-old girl what just died in Rocky Mount at a party somewhere out there. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's people with mental health problems.
You think so? The kids?
Yeah, man. Because well, you know what, man? Kids don't have no fear of nobody nowadays, man. Ain't nobody step to show these kids there's consequences to the things that they do. To me, and I'm always gonna fight this argument. It ain't the problem of the gun. It's people being educated by guns, and then people who using them don't have any sense of. I mean, like kids today, they have no respect for grown-ups, first of all.
Hey, Miranda.
So they're not gonna listen to any grown-ups. You understand? Grown-ups are trying to teach them and tell them something and you've seen kids, and when I say kids, I mean young adults too. Like these cats on the street have no fear of their parents, the law, anybody of authority, the justice system, because there is no consequence.
Right.
Ain't nobody whooping their ass and telling them that's wrong.
Yeah. I think
because when you grow up like that, man, just imagine, like some of us, we used to cut up when we were disciplined all the way up until a certain age. Then we were out of our parents' sight. We do whatever we want to.
You right.
And you know what? We knew how to get away with not getting caught with doing that. Now the kids, you can't. Now the school system and the authorities have told you that you can't discipline your child a certain way. And these are the results of it, because now
I told them to come and get mine. Come get them.
And then on top of that, nobody's educating people about gun safety or gun control. It ain't got nothing to do with the gun itself. It's got about, because if your mama and your daddy don't teach you that guns shouldn't be used in a certain manner, because guns are primary for hunting, sport, or this hunting, sport, or collecting, or defending yourself. That's it. Everybody think that when you go buy a gun, you can do whatever you want to do with that gun. You make me mad, I should be able to pull out my gun and use it. That's a failure to educate people, children involved. Because
my cousin was like murdered in broad daylight in 301 5 years ago, I want to say. Maybe I just got word today that one of the guys that they got for his murder is going to trial on the 20th, and he is pleading guilty. They're giving him 21 years. They all young. My cousin wasn't even 21.
And how many people were involved though?
I want to say like 3 or 4, but it was one that really did the shooting. The others are accessory.
Accessory, right? So even if you just like I said, it's if we go into something together, that means we all knew what we were doing, right or wrong. There, so the people are always quick to say it's the way the gun laws are. No, it's the way we educate people about guns. There is no education about guns unless you're going for a class for your concealed weapon. That's the only educating you get. People are basically telling you, hey man, now the gun laws are as strict as they can be. But if I can pass a mental test today and I buy 1,000 guns between now and the time I snap, how can you dictate what I'm going to do 20 years down the road?
Right.
You can't do that. There's so many things in place. You know, you go through a background check, you go to a mental health checks, well, by answering questions the day you purchase guns, and then they do a red flag test. You know what I'm saying? Basically, have you been involved in anything? You know, it's a number of things, and then it's the discretion of the people who are issuing the permits out. Just because now you don't have permits in North Carolina anymore, but it's still at the discretion of the people the law enforcement who say this person is worthy of carrying a firearm. They can't predict everybody's mental capacity once that gun is purchased. So I wish people would stop saying that gun thing. And then people's argument is, well, if we didn't have guns, we didn't have this problem. But guns are not only sole purpose used to take people's lives.
Yeah, guns been around a long time. I just wonder why it's just getting so outrageous now with it. Like everybody and their mama got one.
Right. And everybody who purchased one, I think, need to be educated on one before they're allowed to take it home. That would stop a lot of stuff. That's not going to stop everything, because you got to realize people who have ill intent, it don't matter if it's a gun, a stick, a knife, a rock, a car, or whatever. They going to find a way to do wrong.
Yeah.
Cars
They had a
ain't.
video. They had a video on Facebook I saw where this black guy kicked this white dude's truck. It's at a gas station. I don't know if you saw it. He just kicked the guy's truck. The guy slid beside him and just shot him.
Right.
Right there. You know what I'm saying?
Like, that's the right way to handle that situation. Really?
Yeah, that's what I said. And he just
that reminds me of the guy that was in Fayetteville, black guy on his motorcycle. White guy, I guess something had happened at the light. White guy got out his car with his gun and shot the guy and killed him right there on the spot.
I seen that.
Military guy, right? They got shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I think there was a video. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, so you got to realize
straight up crazy.
More to it than just guns, because if it's not, and then the thing is, everybody's harping on getting rid of ARs, automatic rifles. Oh man, it's an automatic rifle. They automatic rifle. That gun ain't hurting no one to exist.
Man, nobody need to be having no AR-15 in their house or none of that. That's what I feel. What did they like that for?
It's for hunting, Mike.
AR-15?
Shut up, Mike.
You had to protect your house.
Well, you know what?
Y'all know when
but there's a video out there. There's a video out there. That gun, that particular firearm, it's a rifle. So let's just clear that. It's a high powered rifle.
Like an AK-47. What you need all of them in your house for?
Because you, just in case the government try to come and take your rights away.
Or then the apocalypse gonna come in there and the zombies and all that stuff. You know when people be talking about all that crazy stuff.
I think you have like a handgun or something to protect your house. You don't need no AK-47s and no choppers and no banana clips and all that, right? Come on, man.
Yes, you do, sir.
I ain't all about the gun thing.
Most guns only hold 9. The smallest holds what? 6 bullets, 9 bullets. Come on now.
Yeah, but I mean, this is the thing.
Quick.
I can do more damage with a knife than I can with a gun. Ain't nobody trying to take those.
That's right. Oh, I'm with that. I'm with the knife, nunchucks, and all that. Come on.
I would rather defend myself with a knife than a firearm.
But what if they got a gun? Hold on.
Then what happens? I used to tell people always talking about, guns this and guns that. But you know what? Wait till you have somebody standing in your house in the middle of the night that ain't supposed to be there. Then let's see how you feel.
Prayerfully.
Y'all feel my pastor said?
Never know what you need until you need it.
What'd she say?
She said
the second. Go ahead, Moody.
Let's see. The Second Amendment, well regulated, is that militia being necessary to secure of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed upon. You damn right.
Y'all can have the gun conversation. I'm just me.
No, but it's always related to these shootings, that people are saying shootings are going up. But if you look at the time we grew up, man, we was going to school like we were having guns in the back of our trucks going to school.
Yeah, I mean, but back then it wasn't all this internet, all this stuff like this. But the
thing is,
back then, that's why I was talking to somebody like we used to use the telephone booth, pages, all that. People ain't used to. They don't know nothing about none of that, man. Half of these people can't live without no cell phone, man.
You ain't lying. And you know what? Like I said,
man,
but we used to be educated. Like we were going hunting. My grandfather was like, "Look, boy, we going out here. We would go every Sunday and go shooting, like target practice shooting, and then we would go Saturdays." He taught me the business end of a gun, what the safety meant, what could potentially happen if you do this. Never
Hey,
pointed it,
Tanya.
ready to use it to defend yourself, not just because you using it out of anger. We were educated even back then, and it was less gun related deaths back then than it is now because nobody is taking the time and educate people about gun safety. The best offense is a defense.
That
I
is
mean,
true. Hey, Jaleesa.
it's just you can have all the political stuff you can say about guns, but at the end of the day, it's about educating people on guns. Period.
Yeah.
Because you can't stop anybody's mental capacity once they've purchased a firearm. As long as they qualify for it, everything's fine. You never know. People, I mean, and the pandemic has proved it. People can be in the right state of mind, and then stress will put you in a stressful situation, just like being a veteran, man. You know, it's certain situations that after we come back from being in the field, we're debriefed. You know what I'm saying? We're taught to come back and live like amongst civilians, like everything is fine. But you never know what can happen to set somebody off. And you can't,
Yeah. That is true. Tanya said that's facts.
you can't predict that. I wish there was something you could snap your fingers and say, I know who's gonna lose their mind. And it goes back to when it comes to the kids, it goes back to the parents, man.
Yeah.
It comes back to the parents, whether it's the mother, the father, the grandparents, or whoever raising these children who are doing this, man. That's even when it comes to children when they think about harming themselves. Nobody wants to take the responsibility of dealing with the. I have the work, and my child's life worth more than any child.
Right.
Let me not change it, but let me ask you this one question.
Yeah.
I forgot to do. It was an actor or a singer. I don't think it was Mario or whatever. Yeah. I'm gonna ask how y'all feel about this. I guess he about to marry this girl. She's 19. What, 20 something, 30 or whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
No, we don't. I don't. What you got going on?
Known the girl since she was young.
Oh, you talking about Mario Houston? Yeah.
So you known the girl since she was young.
Mario Houston? Marcus Houston?
Marcus Houston. That's it. Marcus Houston.
The immature. He was with
He's
immature.
19 now, right?
Yep. They were
dating and getting
20
married. So he been watching her the whole time until she got that age. How you feel about that?
I mean, man, she was 17 and he was how old? I think 19 though.
No, it's way older than that. It ain't no 17 or 19 now. He got to be.
But you sure? Because he just told this story, and they weren't too far apart in age.
No, they was far apart now. He had to be up next about 30. I'm telling you. Look at that.
I'm gonna have to look at it.
I have to look at age, but to
I
me,
know it was like, more than 2 years different. Okay, but no, this had to be like at least 10. She was just turned 19. She was young. And he older. I know he older because he been out there for a minute. He had to be 25 or 26 or something.
It's not my preference.
He's around my age.
It's not my preference to date somebody who's close to the legal age. It's not my preference, man. But people do it, man. Some people do it to groom their partner.
There it is. My pastor said he was 39. She was 19. I would have a problem with that.
But she's 19.
Yeah. But he known her since she was
younger.
16.
And
that's he's talking about she mature now.
That's
mature now because they connect.
Because how long has he really been watching her? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I was gonna say. Like he had to have been watching her for a while. But that goes back to the conversation that we had before when we did the thing. You can't help who you love. You can't help who you fall in love with or none of that.
Helena just said it.
Though. Listen to what you said.
Of age, as long as he didn't touch her before it was age,
as long as it ain't my child, I'm good.
Yeah, as long as it ain't my child too. You know what I'm saying? But to me, it's like this. He didn't cross any boundaries because she wasn't a minor when they decided to be.
I don't think you hear what I'm saying, man. But to cross the boundary, whatever. That's just like I'm looking at you, me and you cool, we brothers and all that. And
Yeah.
I'm sitting here plotting on your child. Then she get, oh, hey man, I'm in love with her.
But you know what,
bro?
man? But you know what? If you think about it, man, some of our grandparents have been in that type of situation.
Well, I don't know nothing about that. This is first time. That's crazy to me.
And some coaches, look, hold on, some coaches.
Here you go, Ben Moody over here trying to justify it. It's wrong,
I'm not
brother.
justifying. Look, I'm not justifying nothing, man, because I don't. It wouldn't be me, but I'm just telling you what reality is.
That ain't no reality. We need reality. We need the belt. That dude wrong, man.
I'd be nervous to deal with anybody under 21.
Yeah, like it's
I ain't even talking about that. I'm just talking about the aspect he known her since she was a kid, and you trying to hook up with her at 19.
I don't know, man, because I can't. That's a scary situation, sir.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man.
You really can't say what you would do until you're actually in that situation or something like that.
I wouldn't do it.
Because it's the thing.
20 years apart. I mean,
saying,
you know.
Right, but he's still saying.
I would say like this: my mom and my stepdad is 20 years apart.
But you ain't hear what I'm saying. He known her since she was little. That's all I'm saying.
I know what you're saying, but he still waited. I'm not justifying it, but
waiting or nothing, man. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
He still waited.
What would you do if that was your child, Mike?
It was like say Moody and my daughter. He got to pull his guns out. He gonna have to pull out his. Hey, I'm coming with a knife.
Because the knife is more intimate.
Yeah, I'm gonna make love to you. Yeah, that's my only thing. I'm not knocking the age, whatever, but it's like you kind of knew her since she was coming up, and you watching her. You probably took her to school a couple times, and you over there like this grooming her for you. That's crazy, man.
But look, check this out. Look, I'll tell you even this. Let's see how old my first wife. Golly, man.
I ain't talking about the age. I'm talking about the knowing her.
Okay,
you know the girl, that's all I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I ain't talking about the age.
Well, I mean, does it matter? Does it matter though? Like, I mean, I get what you're saying. You can say he known her ever since he was a little girl.
And guess what?
You could have known your wife for 20 years as well, then married her 20 years later. What's the difference?
What's the difference? That's what I'm saying.
Different. That's a big difference because you're not hearing it.
We hit,
nigga.
But then they have, like I said, they have a great relationship. I hate, man. Mike. He waits.
You gonna have a great relationship with a girl can't even drink. You can't even take it to the damn bar, man. Come on now.
But that's what he wanted. He wanted to groom his.
On the wrong platform, man. What the heck, y'all serious right now?
This is the reality of that, Mike. I'm just trying to tell you.
Hey, no, I'm not joining that reality. I'm gonna stand my keep it real land and
But this keep it real.
It is being real though.
It's real. It has.
You don't have no control over what people do.
Right.
You can't
about control, but I just think that's just sick, man. That's sick.
We just keep it real and say
it would be sick if she was 15 years old and then he wanted to do something with her at 15 years old or 11 or 10, not like that age. That would be sick. This woman, she's actually a woman.
Yeah. You're not hearing what I'm saying. I'm tripping out. He knew her since she was little, and then he got with her when she was gone, like he was sitting back watching.
Look at Maxie.
You're assuming that's what happened, Mike.
That's what he said. Listen to what he talked about it. He said,
I'm going to go watch it. We're going to talk about this again.
Listen to what he said. He said, yeah, I knew her when she was younger.
Video and pull it up.
And then I see.
Find the video.
What's the video? What's the name of the video?
This type of Marcus Houston's conversation about how him and his wife met. It should pop up.
Oh, they did get married.
They did, yes. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I don't care, but he still was white. He a predator, man. Yeah, go on and pull it up. That's all I'm saying. I mean, 19 and 40, that's cool if you met her then. But I'm saying if you sit back watching it, you know this child when she was a child and then she got grown. Oh, well, hey, look, you 19 now. What's up? Hey, come on, bro.
Let's see, Elvis Presley. Let's see. Hold on. What time you say? She's like Elvis Presley was liking.
Okay, so she speaks. Okay, so yesterday it was a something that she spoke about him trapping her?
What?
Is that the video?
No. It's
Okay, so there's a
We need
video
to see that
out.
too.
wow. Yeah, let's see that too. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. Pull it up. Let's hear it.
Okay, hold on. Let me see.
Mike, I'm not with it, player.
So
I
he
got
Hold
trapping
on.
her. I got to see that video. Yeah,
I got
that
40.
dude's sick, man.
If a nigga walk up in here talking about I'm 70 years old and I want to marry your dang
I think it's the point of me, like, if he walk, like, say he walk in there later on and you knew him all these
Here we
times.
go.
Okay, hold on. Here it is.
Exposed after the internet inappropriate relationship with his wife and how he might have groomed her into Mary is way creepier than it sounds, and Marcus is really feeling deep. But Maya is playing the loyal wife game and is sticking by her man. And y'all are not going to believe the wild thing she has to say about their marriage. Marcus has been trending on social media for allegedly grooming and trapping his wife, Maya Dickey. But somehow, that's not even the worst part of this story. So back in 2020, Marcus and Maya got married, and immediately their relationship drew a lot of scrutiny because of crazy age, since Marcus 39 and Maya was only 19. They got engaged not long after Maya turned 18, meaning that she was barely legal and was an entire 38-year-old man who was with an 18. Of course, people suspected that they had started their relationship before Maya turned legal, because there ain't no way they started dating and got engaged all in a couple of weeks. Like, come on, let's be real here, folks. But this story is way messier than the creepy age gap. It turns out that Maya was reported as a missing kid when she was 15, and she kind of disappeared from the face of the earth until she popped up when she turned 18. And of course, she got engaged to Marcus soon after. This fact was highlighted by a Twitter user who said, so Marcus Houston married a 19-year-old girl who was reported missing since she was 15, and she just popped back up dating him once she was legal age. These men really be getting away with crimes right in broad daylight. People knew about the creepy age gap, but the fact that Maya was a missing child, nah, that's just really wild. According to sources, Mayana Dickey was reported missing by her adoptive parents in August 2016, age 15. It was believed she traveled to her birth mother, who had lost custody back in 2012. Unfortunately, this happens all too often with adopted kids, and it sometimes makes it harder to figure out if they had been kidnapped or had run away. Maya just kind of went radio silent between 2016 and 2018. But one weird thing about this whole case is that during those years when she was missing, she was credited as an art director for several of Chris Stokes' movies that spanned from 2016 to 2018. And for those who still don't get the connection, Chris Stokes is Marcus's manager, and they have a very close relationship. Now, at the time that Maya for movie was under 18, so the probability that she was a real art director is very slight. Oh, and let's not even get into the fact that once people started talking and made this about this weird fact, her IMDb page was immediately deleted and scrubbed clean. I don't know about y'all, but it certainly smells like a cover-up to me. The story that they told was that Maya was close friends with Chris Stokes' daughter, Chrissy, and they were so close that they were like sisters, and Chris was like a father to her. This still doesn't explain why or how they were with a minor who was legally classified as missing, and people believe that they had helped Marcus hide Maya from the public until she turned 18. And let's not forget that Chris Stokes himself has SA allegation against him by B2K member Raz B, who used to be managed by Chris. Also, there's this weird countdown that Marcus had on his Instagram in late 2018, and it's believed that he was counting down the days until Maya turned 18 and they could go public with their relationship. The countdown ended on October 7th, which just so happened to be Maya's 18th birthday. Coincidence? I don't think so. It's just creepy. It gets even creepier when Marcus replied to the backlash and tried to defend himself. He posted this picture of him and Maya on Instagram and captioned it, "With all that's going on in the world, my love life shouldn't be a topic. But since it is, let me just give y'all the facts so you don't have to allegedly believe or create rumors." After reading the blog that was published about my fiance and I felt with this situation, I needed to speak because this is not music or television. This is my family, my future wife, and my life. I met Maya in 2018 through a mutual friend. Never before then did I even know she existed. The fact that she was listed on one of our films was a misprint or someone being messy. Yeah, one thing these type of people always say is that they met their partners when they turned 18. Like, be for real here, dude. He continued, Maya is like a daughter to Chris Stokes because we are all like family. Being a Jehovah's Witness, we all showcase true love like family. That's it. Chris's real daughter, Chrissy Morales, became friends with Maya in 2018, where we all first met Maya at a Jehovah's Witness convention. It was then that Chrissy and Maya became friends. Maya and I dated until she was adult. We fell in love and we got engaged. He also said, my dad, Michael, loves her, and the people I am closest to all love her as well. Most importantly, we have Jehovah's blessing, and there is so much more to be concerned about in the world. Rumors about me. No one ever gets facts anymore. They just run with stories. But hey, I guess it comes with the territory. So to all the rumors about me, none of it is true. And that's the story. No twists, no turns, no scandals, just true love. I just find it interesting how he wrote an entire college essay defending himself for dating an 18-year-old, but had nothing to say about her being a missing kid. Like, sir, aren't you leaving out a good chunk of the story? Like, why nobody in Chris Stokes' family ever talk about Maya until she was 18, even though he was like a father to her? Oh, and let's not gloss over the fact that Marcus Houston himself admitted that Maya was underage when he met her, but he decided to wait until she was an adult. Yeah, exactly. Well, the backlash hasn't ended or even eased at all, and Marcus recently spoke on his marriage and tried to defend it, but he just made things worse for himself.
Me and my wife's situation is a little different, you know, how we met, you know, through mutual friends and everything like that. You know, when I met my wife, she was 17. So, you know, we had no really conversation and no really connection until, you know, she was of age. And
people left comments on this video saying, I want to add another thing. He says in an IG post, we met through a mutual friend. The mutual friend is another grown man, and his now wife was friends with his homeboy's daughter. Imagine preying on your friend's daughter's little friend. Odd behavior, and they're always hyper religious. This man, Marcus Houston, is weird, bro. Trying to explain away being a creep and marrying that little young girl. Man, that ish is not of God, no matter how you try to spin it. Weirdo. And Marcus Houston is coming off creepy. You was messing with a kid, my guy. P's always speaking about who's legal and who's not. Ain't no darn difference between you being 40 with a 17-year-old and being 40 with an 18-year-old. That's the same child, just a different day. But the wild fact about this is that Maya doesn't agree that she's been trapped at all. According to an insider, Maya would like people to keep her man's name out of their mouths because nobody really understands what they have. She knows that she's an adult and she can make her own decisions, and she truly believes that Marcus is the man for her. She isn't ashamed of their relationship and often posts pictures of him and their baby girl on Instagram because she's not going to let other people dictate how she lives her life when they have no idea what's really going on in her life. So it looks like Maya would like us to keep our concern and outrage and shove it where the sun don't shine because she likes her life very much. But what do y'all think about this, especially the part about her being a missing child? Let me know your opinion in the comments below, and then check out this next insane video.
Ooh.
So what you got to say, my guy?
Oh, I mean,
Well,
hold on. I wouldn't do it, but I'm just saying there are men out there who groom women for themselves when they're younger. I'm not saying I would do it, my guy. Shut up, nigga.
now this is what I got to say about it. This is what I got to say. Like, all jokes aside and everything, bruh, a missing child for real.
That's the crazy part. That's the
that
crazy
is.
part. That is the crazy part about
So
it. But
now the girl was missing for 4 years, bruh. And
But
then
the thing is,
she come to y'all married, bruh.
But
You had that
nobody
little girl.
said
You had
anything.
that girl.
nobody's saying
They probably
anything.
sold it.
Who-
Dr.
who-
Parents probably got money
They
out
did
of all
the-
that.
they did
They
the arc
did.
test.
That's why nobody never reported her missing or anything. Well, they did report her missing, but that's why they couldn't find her because the parents wasn't looking. They knew where she was at.
Right.
They knew
Just like,
exactly
hold on.
where she was.
Just like the young ladies that was over at R. Kelly house. They knew where them kids was at. Why they ain't being charged?
Exactly. They sent them kids over to R. Kelly. They want some Kelly money.
My guy.
My guy.
Why they ain't being charged? Because look, if you want to look at it, they gave their daughters to R. Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
If all the allegations are true.
Yep.
What you trying to say, my guy?
Then I like R. Kelly music.
Hey, I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. That is crazy.
He had to
but-
keep. R. Kelly had to keep the ignition anyway.
R. Kelly, hey. But that, that's just great. But
Let's leave Kelly out of this. Kelly, let's leave Kelly out of this.
Well, we can't, but hey, he weird too, my guy. I mean, but if you think about it, all back in the day, man, it was so much going on. But I had to bring that one up right there.
So look at this. As far as like culture and stuff is concerned, the Indians, they arrange marriages for their children. What's the difference?
Well, the thing is,
what's the difference?
Now, if you want to go back, hold on. Now, if you want to go back,
I'm just saying, it's different cultures. People do different stuff, though.
Now, if you want to go
That's
further
what I'm
back,
saying.
Indians, slaves did the same thing too. You were given to. Yeah, go ahead,
baby.
Yeah, you were given to.
If you can, you would too. If you can say, "Hey, man, look, my daughter this way, your son this way. We billionaires, you billionaires. He's a doctor, she's a nurse, whatever."
Yeah, they wasn't billionaires though.
I'm just saying though, as far as arranging marriage, because even parents, you still got older parents these days. Like, go look at their family before you marry. Go trying to still do it these days, but they do it on the slide. They got too much control on who marry who. But sometimes it's good to look into that because you might marry a whole mess.
Like I say, go back to our grandparents and our great grandparents. Look at the age difference between them.
It's a comedy show.
You know that?
And then you got that one thing out with the dude married his cousin.
Oh, Lord.
10, 15 years. And then they found out they was cousin and they still stayed married. I don't know nothing about it. I don't know how to feel about that one, though.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know about that. Crazy.
Yeah,
that was married 10 or 15 years and they found out they was cousins?
How about
they Mexican or something.
How about the woman
they had kids?
Yeah. And how about the woman that found out that
what can you do now?
By her son that she gave up for adoption.
Oh, I heard about that one too.
Let's say that again.
I said, how about the woman that found out she had 2 children by the son she gave up for adoption? She married and had kids by a young man. Just to later found out it was her son that she gave up for adoption. I don't know how much is that a truth. I don't know if there's people saying that stuff so they can get monetized for
clout.
But
if in fact it is true, he had to have a name change or something.
No, not if he was adopted. Not if he was adopted.
If he was adopted, he had a name change.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But some people don't know their records like that, especially in our community. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
Well, you know what? Like when a lot of black parents, or let me say this, in the experiences that I've had with it, they don't maintain records like that. They get rid of. They're like, "This is my child, and I don't want nobody to know."
I don't know much about that. I don't.
Adopted. I've seen it happen before, where they're like, "Well, this is my child. I'm letting everybody know this is my child. I'm raising this child. I don't want anybody to know that this child was adopted." Something comes up where something happens and they got to have a blood transfusion of blood and you don't match. And they find out you adopted and you've gotten rid of all the evidence of who this child was. And they've grown up knowing you're the only parent. You know what I'm saying?
So can we all disagree? Can we all agree to disagree that we living in a messed up society right now, and we all need to pray. We all need to pray. It's crazy, man.
But hold on. What is our slogan? That Romans 3:23. What does it stand for? We all have fallen.
Today, man. It's short of the glory of God, man. We all are sinners. Hey, man, where you at today, man?
We do,
doing, man. Where you at? Where you at, my guy?
I'm in my garage, sir.
We do not judge. You're right. I'm glad you called that out. But hey, I was in my personal feelings, you guys. I still my Romans 3:23. But you know what I'm saying? I'm only human. And when I get off, I'm gonna call Moody and cuss him out. But that's all good. I ain't gonna do it on here, man. What they say?
People get rid of the records because they want to feel they want that child to feel a genuine connection between them. And the only
Somebody
thing
said something.
that may connect you are the records. Because I've seen kids get adopted after a week old, and the only person they know is the person that they grew up with as their parents. And then they go years and years and years, and then somebody in the family says, "Well, that really ain't your daddy, or that really ain't your mama and your daddy," and they
But
destroy
see,
your
that's
mom.
wrong for the person in the family to say that when that person was the one who took care of that child
It is,
for
right.
18 dang gone years.
Because once people find out, then it becomes a factor. Why didn't my real
Why did you tell me? Yep.
or not the fact that why didn't you tell me, but why didn't my real parents want me? Because there's people out there who's raised these children to be theirs just like they were naturally theirs, and they didn't want them to feel any other way. And then they find out, now they're out there searching for their parents. And I've raised you all my life. I've given you all my energy, my time, my life to make sure you become a part of whatever but society, and you shine, or you reflect my values, and all of a sudden you want to find this person who just dropped you off or who gave you up.
I think people just do that so they'll know, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so you'll know.
But some people get rid of records, because I think Carmen was asking why get rid of the records, because they don't want them to have to deal with that pain.
But you'll know after a while, because you will feel like something is different when you're in this family. You're like, I'm different than them.
But until somebody tells you, you know what I'm saying? Until somebody tells you what the difference is, you'll just always have that feeling.
Okay, but look, though, I'm going to say this, because it was a situation where these brothers was, raised together, and the whole time they all thought they had the same daddy.
Right.
But then they was like, this cat don't act like us, man. What the hell going on?
Yeah.
And they ain't find out the truth until they was in later on in their teenage and early 20s, that, hey, the whole time, that's just your half brother. And it's just weird. You can feel when you don't belong. What somebody saying something on there. I can't see.
Let's see, they say it's crazy because they really need to know who their real parents, cause what if they get married to somebody that you're absolutely right. Now everything y'all saying is absolutely correct, because you got to realize, you could cause a problem, just like with the woman who got her son, had a baby by her son. You need. I always thought that you need to know that part of you. I think it'll define who. It'll help define who you are.
That's right. That's right. You're right.
I adopted you because we love you and care about you, and these are your parents right here. I don't know the reason why they didn't want to do that, but I'm here to love and treat you. And when they get older, if they want to know that information, I always thought it was good to know that.
Yeah.
What's up, Richard Anthony? Yeah, man. But it's always good to. I always started this because I have an aunt that my grandmother adopted when she was a couple of weeks old, man. And she knew when she was old enough to know that she was adopted. We've never not known her, but we don't treat her any different, man. She part of
right.
That's she's more like a sister to me than an aunt, really, man. And I'm telling you, I love her to death. I love her just like if she was one, if my grandmother had her herself.
Yeah, I know that I got a bunch of half sisters and stuff like that too. But yeah. And you need to know your family too, just like because you got to know, as far as your history,
your medical.
That's right. There you go, right there. There you go, right there. Somebody saying something.
Let's see. What if my child married their sibling and they were never and those are the things that you run into when you hide that information from them. That to me, that's a judgment call on the family and the child. I would never do that. But because I have children, that I'm father, that I always have to ask them that, when they start dating somebody, hold on, who you dating?
Who your people? My mama quit. Who that people?
Who this little girl and who boy name? Because my family is so big that they gotta be careful. You know what I'm saying? I got 8 kids. You know what I'm saying? They gotta be careful who the hell they date, because they'll mess around and be involved in somebody else's family, and they already family, like somebody just said up there. You want to let, and plus, like you say, it's a medical history thing. What if you find out, like I gave the example, you get sick, and you thinking, oh man, my mother and my father are gonna help me out because they love me so much, and then you're not compatible with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not compatible with them. And then all of a sudden now your only hope is y'all trace y'all family background down to try to help save you if it's something that might be terminal. You know what I'm saying? Your life
Yeah.
ain't, yeah. And all of a sudden somebody done got rid of the paperwork, or nobody wants to tell you the truth about who you really are or where you came from, and your life now hangs in the balance.
And that's why I'm trying to make it my business to introduce all my kids to each other. They ain't got to like me, but they need to know each other. You know what I'm saying? But hey,
yeah,
it's all good though. It's gonna happen one year.
Oh yeah, yeah. Anthony, let that person make a choice what they want to do. I mean, and it's okay if that person wants to know the other side of their family because they deserve to.
Yeah.
They need to.
I wouldn't throw the records away. My daughter crazy Ted.
Yeah.
She was like, Mom, I'm surprised you ain't adopted no child yet. I said, no. You crazy girl. If I do, it'll be a newborn.
Oh hell no.
Yes. It will be a newborn. I don't want no older kids. Yep. But it's not.
You said what? Y'all talking about having another kid?
Huh? What'd you say, Mike?
No, go ahead. Get off.
What'd you say about the other kids?
I said older kids need love too. Ask Marcus Houston.
You know what? I'm gonna let it go because that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
But
my guy.
You know what, man? If they happy, let the people, man. No matter the circumstance, let the people be happy. If he didn't, I'm not agreeing with it, but I'm saying we live in a reality or world of what it is. If he didn't touch her, if he said he didn't touch her prior to 18, then the only thing you can do is believe him and go from there. Like he said.
Romans 3:23. I'm gonna just say that. You're right.
While we focus on everything that's going on in the world, while we focus on what he got going on in his life.
That's probably life. Everybody knows it. But Romans 3:23, as you say. What is it? 9:32? What is it?
9:32.
9:32.
So I guess I'll start.
Anthony, you missed the whole video, Anthony.
Who?
Oh, yeah. I think Anthony just got in. He brought in the South. That stuff been good. Like I said.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I guess what next week we back on for Fridays on at 8:30. Good to see everybody again. Whoever joined in, I'm gonna find out who came on and who didn't come on. And like always, hey, appreciate you guys. Good to seeing you again, Shay. Good to seeing you again, Moody, my guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Welcome back, baby. We back in this piece.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Play that song.
Running. Go get this bike up and running, Shay.
Hey, you got to still be looking for me one now.
Oh, hold on. Dang, I can't even turn the thing on screen around. I got you one, Mike. Here you go. There you go, right there. Can you see it?
Mike don't want that. Mike said he want a Harley.
Nah, I'm messing with Mike. You know I'm looking for you, bro. I got to have you on this summer. We got to have you on 2 wheels this summer.
But what happened, Mike? I thought you was getting something. I thought you found something.
No. I got to find my son a car first, but Moody's supposed to be looking for something for me.
Oh.
I got you.
Well, until next Friday, hey, glad to see everybody.
Glad to see y'all too, man.
In the Truth platform. 8:30 every Friday night. Come back and join us.
Yep.
Deuces.